1950s, Lover's Lane is where teens go for romance. Evading parental rules and cops, they take the chance to smooch and cuddle by the dashboard light, tucked deep in the woods where the moon is bright. It so happened that Ben and Margaret were on their fourth date. It was around 9 p.m., not particularly late. The music was playing something quiet and smooth while Ben reached into the back seat and grabbed a bottle of booze. He took a big swig and handed the bottle over to his girl. She took a gulp knowingly it would add to the thrill. They smiled and looked into each other's eyes very deep, both hoping that they would end up in the back seat. They fooled around and the car started shaking and rocking, but then Margaret thought she heard branches break, like something was stalking. "Shh, did you hear that? I think someone is there." They both sat quiet in the car. Out the windows they stared. The wind blew through the trees, moving them slight. "Could be an animal," Ben whispered. "We are in the woods at night." But a sudden news announcement came on the air. The two teens righted themselves with wide-eyed stare.
"This just escaped inmate from Hillcrest Home. The police are searching the area. They will call. This is an insane asylum. He is not a stable man. He was treated for madness and has a hook for a hand."
"Oh, for heavens, Ben, I don't think we should stay, for that asylum really is not far away." "Okay, Margaret," Ben said. "Try not to get in a tiz, but first I need to step outside and go take a whiz." He turned the car off and left. She sat there alone, sitting quietly trying not to move a single bone. She heard some rustling in the bush. Anxiety crept in. "Oh my goodness, would you just hurry up, Ben?" Margaret waited and started to jump at every sound. It was so dark in the woods she could hardly see what was lurking around. A loud scraping sound started on the car's roof. She screamed, "Ben, please stop. You know I'm easy to spoof." Loud scratching, then banging on the car as it sit. Margaret was freaking out as she couldn't stand it. She was going to start the car and put on the high beams, but damn it, Ben had the keys in his jeans. The scratching and banging suddenly was no more. With a trembling hand, she slowly opened the car door. She was now angry at Ben for making her wait. He must have been teasing her and put her in this state. As she crept out, trying not to make a sound, there was a lot of liquid splattered on the car and ground. Margaret glanced up above the car. What did she see? Was her beloved Ben hanging upside down from a tree. His shirt was ripped open, and so was his chest. Slashes and gashes everywhere, and blood covered the rest. His fingernails were scratching the roof for help. Margaret took a deep breath and let out a yelp. Her eyes followed the rope, and on the other end was a maniac with a hook for a hand. She started to run as fast as she could. The creep let go of Ben's body, landed with a loud thud. Tears in her eyes, she could hardly catch her breath. When she approached the highway, her heart beating out of her chest. She seen car lights coming closer, just off the distance. She waved her arms frantically, with much intent. As the car came near, she caught her breath. This was it, she was safe. Until she turned to see the hook man standing there face to face.